Fear is the oldest, most primal survival signal embedded in the human nervous system. It's a biological torch designed to illuminate danger before it strikes. For our ancestors, this alarm was the difference between life and death. A spike of adrenaline provided the focus and the explosive energy required to face a predator or flee from a cliff edge. But the modern world has reframed the survival tool as a pathology. We are taught to medicate, suppress, and fear the sensation of fear itself. Society promotes a persistent lie that a life of total safety is the ultimate goal, and that being a virtuous person means never feeling the discomfort of threat. Instead of a predator we can fight or outrun, we face a constant stream of unresolvable global threats. The news cycle and the outrage algorithms keep the alarm activated, but they never provide the physical resolution the body is screaming for. Because the threat never resolves, the nervous system stays elevated. This loop creates cognitive narrowing and helplessness, a state of desperation that makes populations crave an external authority to step in and provide a sense of safety. You feel a slow, ambient pressure. It is the sensation of being caged and paralyzed by your biological signals, used against you to ensure compliance. Retreating from this discomfort doesn't actually buy safety. It merely surrenders your sovereignty to a phantom. The warrior philosopher rejects suppression in favor of transmutation, the disciplined practice of turning chaotic energy into a tool. The process begins on the mat. You refuse to run. You look the fear directly in the eye, moving toward the discomfort rather than away from it. You parse the data, extracting the actual information about genuine threats while discharging the manufactured noise designed to make you feel helpless. This is the archetype of the sovereign mind. It maintains its center even while actively surrounded by the hands of psychological manipulation. You breathe into the initial spike of panic. You hold your ground until the internal noise subsides and your reasoning capacity returns. The adrenaline is no longer an obstacle. You ground your weight and channel that raw energy into a state of heightened readiness. Even if your hands never stop shaking, you decide what the right action is. You act according to your principles, not your pulse. You strike directly into the center of the danger. You use the very energy the fear generated to propel yourself forward. By forcing the body to move, you provide the physical discharge the biological alarm was demanding. The loop breaks because the cycle is finally complete. True power is the capacity to take the chaotic fire of fear and forge it into the steel of sovereign action. Once the strike is delivered, the suffocating smoke is gone. You are left with the warm, illuminated clarity of a mind that has survived the fire. This is integration. You return to stillness, not by avoiding the world's pressure, but by having expanded your capacity to bear it. Sovereignty is an inner foundation so stable that modern fear campaigns can no longer command your obedience or narrow your thoughts. You must choose whether the fire of fear will burn you to the ground or be used to forge your steel. To help navigate this daily alchemical practice, we have codified these strategies into a tactical guide for reclaiming your cognitive sovereignty. Download the Fear Transmutation Manual at the link below. Stop running from the discomfort and take the first step toward your own sovereignty.